Before I start, I would like to thank Sanjivani University and Finessefleet Foundation, Bangalore, for inviting me during this resource person for 6 days national level online faculty development program on predictive analysis and optimization for industrial applications. And the topic assigned to me as role of data analytics in HR domain. Okay, so one more thing is my special thanks to Professor Venkatesan sir, who is the head of Department of Artificial Intelligence and Data Science, Sanjivani University, and all the audience for participating in this event. So let's begin with the today's topic. So before I start, let me share my screen. Okay, so as I said, when we talk about data analytics, especially in the field of human resource, especially in the field of HR domain. Okay, so when we talk about HR and when we talk about data analytics, few things needs to be discussed. That first thing is analytics. Analytics is nothing but it is defined as the interpretation of data patterns and that a decision making and performance improvement. When we especially talk about HR
Sir, very
analytics,
sorry, I'm interrupting a bit. Are you sharing a presentation?
yes, I already shared. Is it visible?
Actually, it's not visible. Could you please
Uh,
reshare?
yeah, just a moment. Is it visible now?
Yeah, it's visible. Please continue. Yeah.
Sir,
Okay,
yes.
thank you. Okay, so as I said, HR analytics, when we talk about human resource, that are people-oriented functions and is to be pursued by most people. But those who think that HR team's contributions are limited to extending offer letters and onboarding new hires, human resource analytics that can be prove them wrong, because as we know, it is one of the most important field more than the actual team. Uh, with the when we consider the people's view about the HR, okay, as I rightly said, they only think the role of HR is to only provide, only extend HR that offer letters and some onboarding hires, but this is not limited to, because nowadays employee retention it has become one of the major challenge in every industry. Okay, and because of this they have to focus on many things, like right from when we talk about workforce, okay, whether it is technical workforce or any kind of workforce, they have to think about each and every workforce. Okay, now why this data analytics is important, because this data analytics domain plays very important role, because when it is required to transform traditional, or we can say intuition based decision making into data driven approach. Now the today's HR domain has become because it follows data driven approach, okay, which allows HR professionals to gain deeper insights into employee performance, engagement, turnover of the company, and some other critical factors like retention and many other things, which helps to make them strategic, or to that can be helpful while deciding the strategy of the company. Okay, not only strategies, but the strategies related to recruitment, talent development, workforce planning, and ultimately optimizing the overall workforce efficiently and effectively. Now, as I said, when we talk about HR analytics, okay, as I said, HR, it is simply, in simple words, it is the process of collecting, analyzing, and interpreting HR data to improve workforce management. It also helps in decision making, employee engagement, and at the same time, uh, the ultimate aim of this HR analytics is the growth of organization. Okay. Now, the next point is some important aspects that needs to be discussed while considering data analytics in HR. The first point is understanding workforce trends. In this case, uh, by analyzing historical data on employees turnover, for example, suppose there are few employees and before or after hiring, I want to analyze the overall growth, overall performance of that particular employee. Then I have to analyze the historical data of that particular employee. It is based on their turnover. Turnover means even we can say their previous packages, their absenteeism, performance metrics, and some demographics. Demographic like where where that person used to stay. Okay, so we can say geographical demographics. Okay, and at the same time, HR needs to identify their patterns, their trends, and overall they have to understand the health of the workforce, because nowadays package, their salary has become a less important factor. Okay, now for this, second important aspect is improve the recruitment and selection process. Now whenever we think about analyzing some candidate data from previous sources, like by considering their resumes, their assessments, that actually helps to identify the best fit for the role. Now at the same time, they have to lead for better hiring decisions. And the third aspect is employee engagement and retention. As I said, retention of the employee has become very critical, because uh, engagement of the employee and retention of the employee, these two things goes in hand to hand. Okay, now during this process, as a HR, they have to focus on their feedback surveys. Okay, that surveys can be collected in various ways. There we can say direct surveys or some indirect surveys. Okay, those surveys can be conducted or needs to be conducted by the HR. Their performance reviews, some some engagement tactics, or at the same time they can calculate some engagement score that helps to identify areas where improvements are needed, or to boost employee satisfaction and the overall retention. The fourth factor is performance engagement. When we talk about performance engagement, that can be used to identify high performing employees, low performing employees, pinpoint areas for the development, and provide targeted training programs. That by focusing on these issues, performance management, performance engagement can be calculated. And the most important is succession planning. Even after doing all these kinds of plans and everything, sometimes it never goes as per the plan. So while analyzing employee skills, their potential, their skills and potential allows HR to identify future leaders and develop some succession plans. The overall performance, overall growth of the organization is somehow or depends upon the strategies of the HR. Now, after some time, I'm going to talk about some case studies that can be enclosed, that can be used while deciding or while data analytics process in specifically HR domain. The next is basically nowadays this HR analytics has divided into four types. The first one is descriptive analytics. When we talk about descriptive analytics, summarizing past data to understand historical trends in employee performance, turnover, and absenteeism. Basically, these three things focuses upon descriptive analytics. Second type is predictive analysis. Predictive analysis, something like forecasting future workforce, their trends, their potential issues based on their historical data, or at the same time based on some organization details. Third is diagnostic analytics. The most important thing is why, because we have to identify why behind any problem, behind any success, behind anything. So especially the trends, like if you want to investigate something, if you want to increase turnover of the company, if you want to especially focus on particular department, then everything is comes under this diagnostic analysis. And the last point is prescriptive analytics. Here, this is refers to use of data analytics techniques to not only predict the future workforce, but at the same time, it also specifies action that HR professional should take to optimize their workforce and achieve desired business outcomes. This is about their types. And after this, the most important thing is there are some terms, there are some metrics that needs to be discussed while the word HR is concerned. So these are the most commonly used words. These are the most commonly used strategies that needs to be considered while this HR matrix. As I said, there are some keywords like, as I said, time to hire, cost per hiring, quality of the workforce, quality of the particular employee. So whenever we think about these keywords, okay, the first important thing is the strategy of how to manage the talent of particular employee. Okay, and second thing is how to optimize the cost, because when we think about management of workforce talent or employees talent, okay, in this case, first thing is identification of their talent is important, and second is we need to properly guide strategy decision, because the talent of the particular employee should match the objective of the organization. Okay, second thing is it should also match development of the organization, and at the same time, that particular, if it is matching with the organization growth, the retention of the employee is most important thing. Then second thing is, at the same time, HR can leverage this information like talent acquisition, development, and retention. That this information is used to create targeted talent management programs that addresses some specific organizational needs, enhancing workforce capabilities. And when we talk about optimizing cost, okay, while considering the cost by analyzing recruitment, training, their turnover cost, in this case, HR metrics can help in allocating budgets efficiently and at the same time identifying cost saving opportunities. This allows HR to justify investments in employee development and retention strategies by demonstrating potential cost saving and their rate of you can say rate of interest, or you can say rate of investment. Then at the same time, supporting some strategically plannings. Okay, here as a HR, it helps to uncover trends and make forecasts that are essential for informed strategies planning and organization growth. Here, HR can use these insights to align workforce planning with long-term business objectives and secure the right talent for organizations to meet their future challenges of the organization. So sometimes when some of the employees is hired, it is not necessary that qualities of the employees are not matching with the uh, not matching with the organization growth. Okay, so even after the talent, if you found some talented employees and the talent is not associated with the organization growth, then in that case also that employee can be ignored, or you can say that the employees can be uh, not only hiring purpose, but they can simply uh, hire or fire particular employee. Okay, so the most important term is hiring or firing. Firing, especially I'm talking about when the talent of that particular employee is not matching with the objectives of the employee, then in that case, that employees can be fired. At the same time, while deciding hiring and firing, okay, the talent of the employee as well as uh, overall growth of the organization can be decided by the HR. Okay. Now, at the same time, sometimes it is required to improve some decision making strategies. In case of data driven insights from HR metrics, when here some professionals to make evidence based workforce decision, those are based on evidence based. For example, by leveraging data on the impact of employee wellness programs on absenteeism rates, or in this case, HR can make informed decisions about continuing, expanding, or modifying their programs to maximize their effectiveness of that particular employee. Okay, now uh, uh, when we talk about HR analytics, these are some important keywords. So before this, I will discuss about some benefits about why this analytics is important and how it is useful in the decision making. Okay, as I said, making decision in HR can be one of the most complex process of any business that will have to face, because when analytics is needs to be done, why it is required, because while deciding the analytics, we have to focus as a HR, we have to focus on this thing. As I said, saving money, supporting some internal mobility, preventing turnover. These are the some most commonly used aspects, I would say. So as a HR professionals can minimize the risk of mistakes and unconscious basics by using the data along with tools like HR Analytics to make informed decisions that will have positive impact on the company. At the same time, they have to increase workforce productivity with analytics. HR can identify that what drives productivity and what stands in its way. For further, they can create strategies that help employees to do their best work. At the same time, to improve retention, engagement, and talent acquisition, a data-driven strategy can be assist in the most critical HR mission, or at the same time, recruiting and retaining top talent. Okay. Now, to improve corporate innovation, no businesses can thrive long term without innovation, because by using analytics as a HR, you can understand what strategies needs to be increase collaboration and innovation. You can also create recruitment plans to attract true innovators that will help drive or to increase the growth of your business. Then now, before instead of discussing all these things, I will focus on some two case studies. Okay, and again I will discuss about this. I have designed two case studies. Okay, the first case study is workforce planning, and second is employee engagement. Okay, so for this, on my machine I have installed Python, and at the same time I am using Jupyter. Okay, so let me make use of Jupyter notebook. Okay, here I will create new file, and here first I will focus on the first case study, that is workforce planning. Now, as we know, some inbuilt libraries are there. Those libraries are pandas libraries, numpy libraries, matplotlib, and SQL, or many libraries are there, but especially I will make use of these three libraries, that is pandas, numpy, and matplotlib. And there are some machine learning algorithms. Okay, out of this I will make use of linear regression algorithm to develop this workforce planning analytics model. Okay, why especially linear regression only? Because linear regression model describes, basically it is used to describe relationship between dependent variable, you can say let us say x or y, and one more independent variable. So it identifies the relationship between dependent variable and independent variable. Sometimes when we talk about dependent variable, it is also called as response variable, and when we talk about independent variables, it is also called as explanatory or predictor variable. Okay, so let me share some code, and I will discuss the same code and how it is useful during this process. Okay, so I will simply, okay, here some of the sample code. Okay, as I rightly said, I have imported two basic libraries, that is pandas and numpy, and the third library is matplotlib. Okay, I will not discuss importance of these libraries and all. Okay, now when we talk about workforce, okay, here I have considered only 5 basic elements. That is, first is employee ID, second is age of the employee, the experience of the employee, performance score, and attrition rate. Okay, so when we talk about attrition rate, okay, in case of this case, attrition rate is nothing but it is one of the metric that measures how many employees leave a company over a period of time, or it's a key indicator for employee retention and organization health. Okay, so how to calculate this attrition rate? There are many formulas, are ready-made formulas are there. So when we talk about attrition rate, okay, first thing is find the number of employees who left the company during a given period. Okay, so here this period is nothing but we can say in terms of months or in terms of years. Second important thing is find average number of employees during that period. Okay, so when we consider duration or experience in terms of year. Okay, then we have then at the same time we have to consider duration of the employee in year only. Third thing is divide the number of employees who left the average number of employees and then multiply by 100 to express as percentage. Here I have used these formulas, so I will explain one by one. Here, as I said, let us consider my particular company contains only 100 employees. So instead of their other details, I have simply mentioned employees IDs between 1 to 100. So this is just a number. Second thing is their age. Okay, most of the times I have created some random data between the age, that is 22 and 60. Here I have considered 60 as retirement age and 22 as the minimum joining age. Experience, that is minimum experience here is 1 and maximum I have considered 40. Actually, when we consider 22 to 60, the maximum experience here, it will not cross 38. Okay, so for the sample I have considered 1 to 40. And the performance score. Okay, performance score, for performance I have graded performance between number 1 to 10, and the attrition rate is I have considered that no employee has left their job before 1 year, because many of the times some companies consider a minimum year, that is one. Okay, 1 or 2, it is depend upon the company. Okay, so here instead of this directly data, we can consider some Excel file, that is CSV file also. But for the time sake, for the name sake, I have assigned a directly data. Okay, so next thing is, with the help of using pandas library, we can visualize this data. This data can be visualized by using these parameters, that is years of experience, attrition rate versus year of experience. Okay, now as I said, here I have employed linear regression algorithm. Okay, so I will not discuss about how this algorithm works. So I will just explain the basic concept. Okay, so here
மாமா இருக்குதுங்க மாமா வலி. ஆமாங்க.
Sir, if you're speaking, your voice is not audible.
Sir, your voice is not audible. Are you there? Professor Venkatesan, am I audible to you?
Yes, sir. Is it audible now?
Yes,
Hello?
sir. Audible, audible.
Okay, thank you.
All right.
Sorry for the
Thank-
inconvenience. Okay. Uh, so as I said, in this case study, I have considered only these 5 parameters. But in addition to this, we can consider few more parameters like their career development score. Even we can consider support by the administration. It depends upon organization, especially when we think about education domain. Okay, here it is important that their CAS score. It is important that their PBAS score. Okay, even we can consider some academic performance score. Okay, so various scores, various features, various parameters can be added while calculating this workforce data, or uh, while what you can say, while performing analytics of this particular field. Okay, so for the namesake, I have considered only these few parameters. Okay, in the same way, this can be calculated. Even in the same way, like workforce, as I said, in the same way, even we can consider about some employee engagement data. Okay, so if you want to calculate some engagement of the employee, because in many of the organization, some of the employee, they used to only complete their assigned task only. They don't want to add some value addition to the organization. The reasons might be many behind this mentality, but at the same time, we have to think about why particular employee is not trying to add some value addition to the organization goal. Okay, so again, in that particular field also, many features, many fields can be added. So here again, for this case study also, as I said, employee engagement. So analytics of the employee engagement can be calculated. So again, one more demo I will show. Here, the same libraries I have used. First libraries, that is Pandas, NumPy, these matplotlib libraries that can be used. And again, I will calculate only 3 parameters. That is mean absolute error, mean square error, and RMSE. Okay. So here, as I said, I have considered only 6 parameters. Sorry, 6 parameters. That is ID, their job satisfaction. Here, I have considered only 100 employees. When we talk about job satisfaction, I have given rating between 1 to 100. 1 to 10 for 100 employees, and obviously these are the random numbers. Even we can consider while actual analysis, we can collect this data by various surveys, or any other primary data can be used while calculating these metrics. Okay, third parameter is work life balance. Here again, I have given rating between 1 to 10. Recognition score, that is between again 1 to 10. Their career development score 1 to 10, and engagement score again, that is 1 to 10. So these score can be edited. As I said, you can consider 1 to 5, 1 to 10, 1 to 100. It's up to you. And this 100 indicates number of employees, number of employees. Again, these numbers can be varied. Okay. As I said, instead of this, we can download. We can actually import this data by various CSV for various uh, Excel files or CSV format data. Okay, then simply I have converted this data into the data frames, and for this I have calculated a plot by focusing 2 parameters, that is their job satisfaction and their engagement. As we said, the job satisfaction is depend upon the satisfaction level of satisfaction level of employee, or even you can say engagement score is depend upon job satisfaction. So while calculating these two parameters, I have plotted these these graphs by considering job satisfaction and engagement score. Okay. Then once you execute this, it will calculate a graph to display employee engagement versus job satisfaction. As I said, if the employee is more satisfied, their automatically their engagement score will increases. Again, as I said, I have considered the score between 1 to 10. So in the same way, job satisfaction is depend upon their engagement score is depend upon their job satisfaction. Okay, so these are some sample case studies. Again, the overall effect of these case studies, overall effect of this HR matrix, this HR matrix is depend upon most important factor is employee retention, because most of the industries are facing this issue only. So again, by considering these two things, okay, we have to focus upon the most important or the recent trends of HR in the year 2025. Okay, so as I said, uh, some most commonly used trends of this year can be considered. So these trends are useful in some various strategies. That first strategy is the business strategy integration, because as a when we perform HR analytics and the company strategy will merge uh, strategies of the HR and the strategy of the companies that can be merged together to perform or to perform in a more, or you can say what you can say, to 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 get the best of each employee, because as we know each employee will not perform in the same manner. Then at the same time, this should not be the one time analytics, one time calculation, because every time after every particular time interval this analytics to needs to be done. It is considered as real time analytics, because real time analytics is important while development that will influence the direction of the HR analytics, or we can say real-time analytics. Okay, here some organization that will be able to adapt to change in their workforce, because many of the times when HR suggests some changes, suggests some modifications in the what you can say strategies of the organization. So based on the suggestion given by the HR, strategies of the organization can be changed, because as I said, strategy HR role of the HR and the objectives of the organization, objective of the any institute, because they are interdependent. Okay, and at the same time they need to follow some professional ethics, because many of the times there are many professional malpractices are also available, but while considering these things, only ethical practices can be considered in the particular analysis. And at the same time, if it is possible that some wherever possible automation can be implemented, because nowadays by inclusion of with the inclusion of AI, every automation of each and every field is possible, right from the resume generation to performance calculation. Each and in each and every field, this can be integrated from employee point of view and from HR point of view. So uh, everything is possible only because of AI. Because as I said, AI is AI basically provides such a tools that can be integrated with each and every field. Okay, as I said, when we especially talk about HR, some many of the times, many of the employees they create some resumes. Okay, based on some AI tools, but at the same time, another tools are there just to identify whether that particular resume is a genuine resume or it is just created by AI tools. Okay, so at the same time, human touch is important. Human touch is important because AI will generate, obviously it will create resume, but it create resume based on the their previous data, their previous experiences. But at the same time, every every human is different. Every human has their own pros and cons, but those pros and cons can be added, can be modified with the existing resume. Okay, so as I said, it is one of the example, but in every stage of employment, AI can be integrated. At the same time, this analysis needs to be done by the organization, because in the current year, okay, in addition to, as I said, open AI, okay, uh, automatically some more tools will be uh, offered by many of the companies. Okay, so not only any specific tool, I will not discuss, I will not focus on any of the tool, but uh, it doesn't matter any of the tool, but what matter is overall outcome, overall analysis of the uh, overall analysis of this HR domain. Okay, in addition to as I said, Python. Okay, some more tools are there like SPSS, Tableau, R. So by making use of these tools, anyone can analyze uh, data by capturing uh, data related to human resource. This data can be generated manually or with some ready-made tools to perform analysis of HR domain. So there are many things that can be discussed. Okay, even we can discuss about this, but as I said, due to time constraint, okay, so uh, I will stop with I will only I will stop by concluding this HR analytics. Okay, my conclusion is to perform HR analytics. First thing is proper tool that needs to be identified, and the output of the particular one of the tools that can be verified, that can be compared with some other tools. So by comparing as well as by analyzing the result generated by various tools, the best result can be obtained uh, to come up with a final conclusion, or we can say the best result can be chosen during this process. Okay, so this is all about from my side. So once again, I thanks Sanjivani College for giving me opportunity to talk on this important as well as we can say critical topic. Okay, thank you once again.
Thank you so much, sir. Now we are going to conduct a Q&A session. Those who want to ask any questions, please you can on your mics, or you can put your questions in the chat box. Sir, there's one question for you.
Yes, ma'am.
What is the difference between range and X range?
See, as I said, range. You can consider a range based on the what can I say in this presentation. During this presentation, I have considered a range between 1 to 10. Okay, so any number between this 1 to 10 is considered as a range value, not range value, but the actual value. Okay, so any number between this range is a value.
Thank you so much, sir. I guess there are no other questions. It was really a grateful session. I think everyone enjoyed it. We are very grateful for your attendance, sir, and for all the knowledge you shared with us today. We
Yes,
hope
thank
to
you, ma'am.
collaborate with you again in the future, sir. Thank you so much.
Yes, ma'am. Sure.
Thanks everyone for joining today. So the first slot has already been over and greatly covered by Dr. Kharade. Now we'll be moving towards slot 2, where Dr. N. Natarajan will be uh, sharing his valuable insights, and we can proceed further. So, Dr. N. Natarajan, are you there into this meeting?
Yes, sir. Can you hear me, sir? This is Dr. N.
Yeah,
Natarajan.
yeah, you
Hello,
are
sir.
audible.
Welcome, sir.
Yeah.
I would like to
Thank you,
briefly
ma'am.
introduce our another speaker, Dr. Natarajan. He is a professor and head of the Department of Mechanical Engineering at Muthayamil Engineering College. With 20 plus years of experience in teaching, he completed his BA in Mechanical Engineering from Bhartiyar University, ME in Engineering Design from Anna University, and PhD in Mechanical Engineering from Anna University in 2013. His career includes role at several institutions where he has contributed to both teaching and leadership in the field of mechanical engineering. In today's second half of the section, we'll be delivering a keynote talk on Industry 4.0 in predictive analytics. Due to virtual mode, sir, we want to give a token of appreciation to you for your contribution to the Faculty Development Program 2025 as a keynote speaker held on February 3-8, 2025, enriching the academic discourse and fostering knowledge advancement in the field. I now invite Mr. Natarajan to please start your session. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. Actually, Dr. Venkatesan, HOD of AIDC is there. Actually, I asked him to share the PPT presentation.
Yes, sir. Actually, he's joining. I'll just contact him. Wait a second.
Okay, ma'am. Okay. Okay.
Sir, Venkatesan sir will soon join us. Till then, I'll share your PPT. I hope it's okay.
Okay. Do you have the PPT, ma'am?
Yes, sir. He shared with me.
Okay. Okay. You can share, ma'am.
Okay, okay, sir. Thank you. Sir, is my screen visible?
Yes, ma'am. Yeah, it's visible, ma'am. It's visible.
Yes, sir, you can start it.
Okay. Yeah, ma'am. I need. Shall I need to open the video? Is it required if you take any photograph or something
Sir,
like that?
it's on you. It's as per your preference. It's not actually needed.
Sir,
What, ma'am?
please do it for a while. We can take the snapshots and all those things,
Yes,
and
sir.
then you can continue.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
before
So no
that,
problem.
I'd request Shaili to please make it full screen so that we
Okay,
can take
yes,
the
sir.
audience.
Yeah, that madam will do it. Huh?
Yeah, actually, you need to like share your full screen instead.
So myself, sir.
No, no, I'm telling about Shaili.
Yeah. Madam is sharing the.
Is it
Yeah,
visible, sir?
he's sharing, he's sharing. Yeah, it's
Okay,
visible.
sir.
Please go with this presentation. Yeah, please make it full
Yeah.
screen.
Yeah. Good evening. Shall I start, sir?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, sure. Please go ahead.
Okay. Yeah. So, good evening to all the participants. So, first of all, I would like to thank the management of Sanjivani University, and I would like to thank Dr. Venkadeshan, HOD, Professor and Head of AID's department, for inviting me to this FDP. So, I am very happy and glad to be yeah, a part of this FDP. Actually, so I actually my topic is Industry 4.0. So Industry 4.0, how Industry 4.0 is playing a vital role in predictive analytics. Actually, I have been working in the engineering college, teaching and leadership roles, and I have done many research in the area of mechanical engineering optimization and Industry 4.0 and latest 5.0 also. I have been in the past 25 years, I have been in this industry, teaching industry, and I have produced many PhD scholars also. So I am very happy to be part of this FDP at Sanjivani University. Thank you once again. So this Industry 4.0. So actually, so in past days, we have in industry 1.0 and 2.0 and 3.0 and 4.0. Now it is coming. We are going for industry 5.0 like that. So, ma'am, go to the next slide. So in industry 1.0, that is 1.0 is nothing but industrial revolution. First industrial revolution began in the 18th century. So it begins in the 18th century. Then at that time, use of water and steam power played a major role, and production facilities and all those things are did in terms of mechanization. So in the industry 1.0, use of water and steam power is the major contribution of the industry. Let's go to next slide. And in Industry 2.0 or Industrial Revolution 2.0, by the beginning of the 20th century, the electricity became the primary source of power. So, in the beginning of the 20th century, that is uh, that is from 1901 to 2000, 1999 or 2000. So it was the industry 2.0. So during that time, the electricity was the primary source of power, and the inventions of motor and many electrical tools have been invented in that era. Slightly that automation, what we call is automation. So nowadays, automation is the buzzword in industry or wherever we go. Automation like that. So because of manpower is very less nowadays, because nowadays people are like to be smart enough. They don't work harder. So we are moving towards the industry 4.0 or automation, things like that. So in the 20th century, industry 2.0, that is mainly in the primary source of power is electricity, and inventions of motor and many electrical tools have been invented in those eras. Next, industry 3.0. Ma'am, kindly go to the industry 3. Next slide. Industry 3.0. In Industry 3.0, the beginning of 70s itself, Industry 3.0 has been started. That is, Industrial Revolution 3.0 has been started. So mainly use of computers and automation, the invention of electronic devices like transistors, diodes. So in older days, in 70s, 80s, and all, we used to have the transistor radio and all. We used to have at the time. That is the Industry 3.0. So many people use the transistor. We call it as radio. Still, radio is also available. That radios and the diodes in the electronics field, diodes have been invented, and computers have been invented, and a little bit of automation and the small robots also invented during that period. So that is Industry 3.0. And next Industry 4.0. I'm go to next slide. Industry 4.0. So Industry 4.0, this our topic is Industry 4.0. So here Industry 4.0. So there are many applications or many recent things have happened during this period. So invention of robots and augmented reality, horizontal and vertical integration of the things. Then in mechanical engineering, we call it as additive manufacturing. So the additive manufacturing is a very mostly used technology nowadays. So because in additive manufacturing, we use without wasting the material, we build the machines components, and we can use this additive manufacturing technology for building homes and all those things. We can use it in the civil application, civil engineering application also, this additive manufacturing. So this additive manufacturing, people are classifying additive manufacturing. Usually they use the material, plastic material they use it for, and they use metal also is used for the additive manufacturing. So additive manufacturing, and previously we used subtractive manufacturing. So you people might have heard that lathe and all. So lathe machine, what it will do is it will remove the unwanted materials, and we get the required shape. But in additive manufacturing, we don't lose any wastages. So directly we pour some metal powder in that machine, and that metal powder will be heated and it is melted. Then it becomes what shape we need. That shape will be generated with the help of this additive manufacturing technology. And we have Internet of Things. So Internet of Things, nowadays all things are internet. All things are connected with this Internet of Things, IoT, and big data analytics. Nowadays we are using each and everyone is having mobile phone with us, smartphone, and we are using data, and we have every person, each and every person is having a separate data for them, that to handle those huge amount of data. Big data analytics becomes a major area nowadays. Then cloud computing. So usually in previous days we used to have it in the hard disk, floppy disk, and compact disk, like that. So nowadays we can store the data in the cloud, and we are using it. And cyber security domain also, that Industry 4.0 is getting importance nowadays. So nowadays, every system is connected systems. So if you take the car, that is automobile, if you take the car, so that is a connected device. So we use automatic door closings, and we use automatic opening and closing of the cars with the help of key, and we are having many automations in the automotive industry also. So next slide, that's industrial evolution. Industrial evolution. So today it is a industry 4.0. So in industry 1.0, 1784, mechanization, steam power, and weaving loom. So loom and all, it is comes in industry 1.0. And industry 2.0, that mass production, assembly line, electrical energy. So these things comes under industry 2.0, that is in the year 1870. And in 1969, that is around 1970, 70s, we come to the industry 3.0, that is automation, computers, and electronics, and the invention of robots. And robots are used in many places nowadays. That is in the 1916, that is in the 70s to 80s, that period, this 3.0. And now industry 4.0, that is cyber physical system, internet of things, and the networks. So everything is connected with networks. And that too, after that COVID, we are very much conversant with the online lecturing, online delivery of things, and online meetings. So many things are happening in after this COVID, because of this invention of the Internet of Things, networking, all the digital revolutions has happening. Go to next slide. So in this slide, it shows that industry 4.0 is network centric and industrial applications. So many industrial applications are there, and industrial Internet of Things. So industrial Internet of Things is nothing but we can connect in each and every machine. You can, if you take the mechanical machineries also, every machine is connected. That is, machine learning algorithms are used to communicate with each and every machine. Say, for example, the people might have heard lathe machine. So that is a turning machine. That is called a turning machine. So that lathe machine have completed that its task. Then it goes to the through sensors and automation, things like that. Next machine will be receiving signal from the lathe machine. That is called the milling machine. So that machine receives the signal from the first one, and it processes the next step. So that is because of the invention of digital revolution. And that second machine, and machine learning algorithms are also used. So mainly machine learning and data analytics and all used many applications in mechanical engineering field also. So industrial IoT is Internet of Things, and sensors are used, and for monitoring many mechanisms, we use this industry 4.0, and for safety purpose also we are using it, and for quality check. So whatever product we buy, we go for quality check. So in that quality checks and all, we go for industry 4.0 things. And Internet of Things also mainly used in quality checking or quality control. So we call it of quality control. If you buy any product, there will be one sticker called quality OK, like that. There will be a sticker that is called quality checking. So quality checking and all nowadays it becomes automation. So next slide. Evaluation of power source. So evaluation of power source, so that is also given here. So in the 1980s, primary switched inverters like diodes, transistors, transformer, diode, inductor, like that it was there. Then thyristor controlled rectifiers, transformer, thyristor, inductor, and it goes to rectifier stage, transformer, diode. Then in the 1920s, welding transformers were invented. So after inventing the welding transformers and all, we are very much ahead in the industry. That is mechanical industries, and welding converters are also electric motor and generator have been used. And in the go to the next slide. So insulated gate bipolar transistor, that is we call it as IGBT, bipolar transistor. So here that capacitor and emitter and ground is given, and in the MOSFET. So after that invention of IGBT, MOSFET, metal oxide semiconductor field effect transistor has been invented. Metal oxide semiconductor field effect transistor, MOSFET, is invented. That is an advanced technology compared to IGBT. So kindly go to next slide. Industry 4.0. How Industry 4.0 is applicable in IoT, that is integration, connectivity, and data management. So these devices, first in IoT, we need to integrate the things. So what are all the things are required that should be connected with the internet. So for example, if you take a simple example of home automation, for example, you have switched on the motor and you went out and you forgot to switch off that motor. So for in the particular time, the tank has been filled. Then with the help of your mobile phone, you will be having application. You will be having application in the mobile, and you can switch off from that mobile itself, and you can switch off the motor in your home using using that automation you are using in your mobile phone. So that type of technologies are available, and it is nowadays very much useful in industry also. And in the picture there are some images being shown, right? So that is how the industry 4.0, that is IoT, is connected with the integration, connectivity, and data management. And go to the next slide. That next one is major components of industry 4.0. So industry 4.0, that is Internet of Things, IoT, and CPS is nothing but cyber physical systems. So Internet of Things, so everything, if you connect everything with the internet with the help of sensors, so that is called Internet of Things. And cyber physical systems is nothing but every system is connected with the internet, and it is doing all the processes. That is nothing but IPS. So they go to the next slide. So the Internet of Things. So we are using many gadgets or many homemade applications. So in all the applications, we are using the Internet of Things, right? Like opening and for water tap. That is, you can switch on and switch off the motor, and you can control the water usage, and you can use this Internet of Things for watering the garden, and you can use the IoT for switching on and switching off the lights, and you can connect with your phone, and you can use it for your computer and your fan and mobile phone, and for computers. All those things you can connect. You can connect it to your watch also. You can control the things using that. Go to the next slide. So Internet of Things, IoT, a network of internet connected objects able to collect and exchange data. So you can connect objects and able to connect and exchange data between the two objects with the help of the internet. In a simple way, you have things that sense and collect data and send it to the internet, this data can be accessible by others. So others also, this data can be accessed. The ability to transfer data over a network without requiring human to human or human to computer interaction. So you can transfer the data from one human to another or human to computer. So without these interactions, you can transfer. So that is called Internet of Things. Go to next slide. So cyber physical systems. Next one is cyber physical system. So cyber physical system is nothing but so you can compute the things and you can control the things and you can communicate it. So and with the help of the information. So the cyber physical system is a system of collaborating computational elements controlling physical entities. Like physical entities means your car in your home and your water tank and your electrical appliances in your home or in your factory, like that. So physical entities, CPS, that is cyber physical system, or physical and engineered systems whose operations are monitored, coordinated, controlled and integrated by a computing and communication core. They allow us to add capabilities to physical systems by merging computing and communication with physical process. That is, in physical systems, these things are happening. Go to the next slide. Today's factory. So this is an example of car manufacturing in a production line. So if you see, so there is a workstation. So that is a workstation one. So in workstation one, some process is happening, and in workstation two, with the help of the robo, the next process, that is building the car next part. So initially the car base for that is car bed is manufactured. In the workstation two, that outer part of the car is manufactured with the help of the robos and all. And in the third workstation, if you see in the third workstation, there then some more processes like the transmission system in the car. So transmission systems means there will be a transmission shaft and there will be engine, and also things happen in the workstation 3. And in the workstation 4, if you see, and electronics, all electronic things and all things related to controlling the car and all those things will be done in that workstation 4. And in the final stage, so the cars are manufactured and it goes to the yard or shed. It goes to the car shed. So likewise, that rigidly sequenced car manufacture on a production line. So we call it as a production line. So continuously, that cars will be manufactured, and each and every machine will be doing its own work. So a continuous process, every 2 seconds or every 5 seconds or every 10 seconds, one car will be produced and it will be coming out like that. So today's factory is like that only, it is functioning. So go to the next slide. So digital enterprise. Go to the next slide. Digital enterprise. Entire value chain is digitized and integrated. So entire value chain is digitized and integrated. So if you see, there is a product design. If you are designing your product, and you'll have to plan the production first. So you have to plan the production first, then you have to go for production engineering. So engineering, how the things should be happening and what all the planning should be done. Then you go for a production system. So how to produce the things. Then the final one, fifth one is services. So it goes to the services, then it goes to the real world. So how this digital and there is entire value chain, that is we call it as a supply chain. The supply chain from digital world to real world happening. Okay, initially that is from stage 1, 2, 3 and up to 4. That is up to 3. The simulation things happen, and the entire product life cycle management, we call it as a PLM, product life cycle management. So that is from digital, that is point 1 to point 5. And in manufacturing execution systems, MES, so it is 1 to 4. And totally integrated automation, so 3, 4, and all. So this is the total integration automation and life cycle and data driven services, that's 4 and 5. So likewise, this digital enterprise is happening in industry 4.0. So next one, general applications of IoT, industrial, that is Internet of Things or industrial Internet of Things. So go to next slide. Smart homes. So if you see that, if you see this image, you can able to see the things, that is Internet of Things. So Internet of Things, how it is used in your home. So there is a AC and there is a CCTV camera and some spotlights are there in the hall, and you have a smart TV. Okay, you have smart TV and you have curtains, right? So you can control all these things with the help of Internet of Things. So you can switch on and off your smart TV, and you can control your air conditioner on and off, and you can change the temperature settings also with the help of Internet of Things, and you can view the CCTV closed couple TV, also CCTV camera with the help of Internet of Things, and you can view and you can change the things, and you can switch on and off the spotlights on and off. You can do it, and you can curtains also can be unfolded for you can use that Internet of Things for changing the things. Next, the application is smart buildings. In smart buildings, Internet of Things plays a vital role in smart buildings. So if you see this image, so nowadays many apartments are coming. So we are going for the vertical thing of maintaining our household systems. So many things are happening here. So HVAC maintenance services, that is heating, ventilation, and air conditioning. So if you take any building, that heating, ventilation, and air conditioning is a major thing we have to follow, and we need to follow the energy supply and load management, and indoor and outdoor air quality systems, and smoke control, and lighting control, and retrofitting. And if you see in the bottom side of this, you have energy information management also we have. So how much energy is spent, also it is maintained, and environment control also we can maintain with the help of Internet of Things, mechanical maintenance and retrofitting, digital video. So we can have the security cameras, also intrusion and detection, security and access control, fire detection and alarm. So those controls will be fitted in the smart buildings. So these things and all can be done with the help of the Internet of Things and automation things. Next, intelligent transportation system. Intelligent transportation system. So we have so much of traffic nowadays. You can take road traffic also, and you can take air traffic, and you can take in water also. So you have a lot of traffic jams happening. So for that we can use this Internet of Things for helping and updating the things. Go to next slide. Sensors for controlling speed and traffic. So we use sensors for controlling speed and traffic. So if you look at this picture, so it shows if once you cross that camera or certain toll gates, their camera will be monitoring, and at what speed the car is operated also displayed in that board, and you can see, and you have to go with the limited speed. And what speed is allowed, in that speed only you can travel in that area. So this will help the traffic police to maintain without any accident occurs. The traffic police will be it will be very helpful for the traffic police to monitor the traffic, so they can easily catch hold of the cars, and they can cars or vehicles, and they can find it, and they can control the traffic. So sensors are very much useful in controlling speed and traffic in the current scenario. And next one, driverless cars. So cars senses the data on traffic, pedestrians, conditions of the road, such as speed breakers, corners, and sharp turns, and immediately process them at rapid speeds. Sorry. So the driverless cars plays a vital role nowadays. So without the help of the driver, so with the help of many sensors in the cars, so it senses whether the pedestrians are crossing, and any speed breakers are there, and any corners and sharp turning is there. So it also captures the images and senses, and then gives the control to the system, and it controls, and accordingly it operates. So like that, this driverless cars is operating. So Internet of Things is very much helpful, and Industry 4.0 is very much used in this driverless cars area. Next one is smart supply chain management. Go to next slide, ma'am. Smart supply chain management. That smart supply chain management. So supply chain management is nothing but, so we need to transport the logistics from one place to another place. So for that purpose, so we call it as a supply chain management. So in supply chain management, we transport things from one side, one area to another area, or one continent to another continent through that through air, or through road, or through water. In many ways we can use. So for that, this smart supply chain management, this Internet of Things and Industry 4.0 plays a vital role. So mainly the GPS, geometric positioning system, GPS plays a vital role, and you can monitor, or you can monitor your vehicle from any place. You can monitor any place from any place where your vehicle is going, or whether your vehicle is stopped, or vehicle is going, and what place your vehicle is going. Everything we can monitor with the help of this GPS device. So smart supply chain management plays a vital role in Industry 4.0. Next thing, that's a very most important thing, wearables. So nowadays we use smart watches. So our smart watches guides us for our health management also. So what is the pressure? What is the sugar level in our body? And how many steps we took today, like that. So 5,000 steps crossed today, 2,000 steps crossed today, like that. So our smartwatch gives our medical information. So it gives very helpful information with the help of this finding of Internet of Things and Industry 4.0. And the smart shirt is also there, and smart gloves, and many things like smart belt. And if you see this picture, many things are happening. Smart socks. So many things are nowadays wearables. We use it for our day-to-day life. So next, smart mirror. So displays the weather condition, time, date, and various notifications from your smartphone. So it shows what is the, so if you see the picture, so it shows the what is the temperature, that is 32 degree, and partly cloudy throughout the day, like that, and what is the time. So everything is, you can get the notifications from your smartphone. The next one is the smart parking system. So the parking system, if you see the parking system, and you can go, you can drop your vehicle at some place, and the automatic parking system, it parks your vehicle in a particular location, and it sends you the signal through your mobile phone. And if you come to the place, then it automatically, with the help of lift and mechanical systems and sensors, automation, all those things, your car will be delivered to your place where you left your car. So like that, smart parking system is functioning. And traffic alert system, next slide. Traffic alert system. So in the traffic alert system, so it gives a traffic management platform. So at what speed you are going, and detection of traffic jams. So if you want to check in particular area, what is the traffic jam, also you can check with the help of this Internet of Things and IoT, that is industrial automation. So amount of carbon monoxide, nitrogen oxide, all those things. What is the unwanted thing is there in the air? That is, we used to call it as air quality index. So how the quality of the air is there, also you can check with the help of sensors and the actuators. You can control the applications and air quality management system. So nowadays we see that in Mumbai and Delhi, those cities, metro cities and all, our air quality index is very poor because of so many vehicles. So air quality index is very poor. So that's why nowadays the people are reducing. People are asked to avoid diesel engines and all those things. So that's why electric vehicles and nowadays electric vehicles and CNG vehicles are used in the highly populated cities, so that air quality index will be good. The next one is smart retail, capturing store insights for timely engagement. Smart retail, so you can for purchasing and all thing, if you want to go to a supermarket, and you can get the things done with the help of a short time. So you can use the you can use this technology, that is IoT things, for getting your things quickly with the help of this smart retail. So next, engineering applications of IoT. So till now we have been discussing the applications in the area of household and in society, and now we are moving on to IoT, that is engineering applications of IoT. So next slide. IoT in building, Internet of Things. How Internet of Things is used and used in welding industry. So in welding industry, so previously we find it difficult of doing welding, because welding affects the human eye, because of a large amount of heat is produced, and that the heat is affecting the human eye. So this if nowadays we are using IoT in welding, and we can use sensors for current, voltage, and speed in the transformer. So sensor for heat input data, sensor for distortion, and this data will be converted, right? So go to next slide. Weld cube, intelligent welding data management. And for welding data management, we are using robots. So mainly we are using robots to avoid the human interference, so that we can weld in the very hot thing also. So nowadays robots are very much used. Robots are robots are very much used in welding like of things. So that is called intelligent welding. So in automotive industry, car industry, and all, so welding plays a major role. So in that cases, in that cases, we are using robots for welding purpose. Go to the next slide. Next one is a wireless connected helmet to improve welder's helmet protection glass. So that wireless connected helmet. So that helmet we are using while doing the welding process. That wireless connected helmet is used. That Bluetooth is also uh, used in that thing. So next, coming to the next, go to the next slide. And kindly go to the next slide. Smart grid, that is power management system. So in electrical side also, we are using this Internet of Things, IoT, and Industry 4.0. So if you see this picture, you can understand thermal power plant, nuclear power plant, and geothermal energy. So electric vehicle. So all this energy is derived, and it is monitored through energy management system. Right, we are getting the electricity from hydropower, and we have a distribution system. And each and every place we use a smart grid type of technology, right? So nowadays, smart electricity meters also there, and we receive the messages for you need to pay this much of bill like that. So everything is digitalized nowadays. Go to next slide. Smart factory. Next one is smart factory. So smart factory. So Internet of Things. So there are many manufacturing applications are there. Many manufacturing applications are there in the manufacturing industries nowadays. So digitally connected factory. So connected factory is nothing but the information from the one factory. Maybe for example, one factory will be in Delhi and another factory will be in the Mumbai or cities like Chennai, Bangalore, and those factories are connected through IoT, Industry 4.0, and they can share the information and they can share the things. Right. For example, if you take the if you take the servicing of your car, so if you are servicing your car in anywhere in India, in a particular automobile manufacturer, particular authorized dealer, if you service it, they will input all this data. They'll input their data, and you can take it from anywhere, right? You can input your data in Chennai, and you can take the data from Delhi or Kolkata, like that. So like that, nowadays the things are digitally controlled, and the smart factory concept is applied in packaging optimization, logistic and supply chain optimization. We also done, and inventory management. So and the production flow monitoring. So everything, quality control, everything is done in the with the help of IoT and manufacturing applications. So in future, so go to the next slide. Factory of the future. So factory of the future is nothing but, so this blockchain for enterprise resource planning, that is ERP, and supply chain management. So will be the future, and blockchain and supply chain management, and modular equipments will be there with the help of computer vision and unmanned trucks. So unmanned trucks, and your things will be loading and unloading. Uh, robots will be used for loading and unloading, and we use augmented and virtual reality and predictive and machine analytics predictive machine analytics means that you can visualize, or you can get the data, and you can do it with the help of the predictive machine analytics. That is artificial intelligence. You can use AI for predictive analytics, and IoT sensors for supply chain management, modular equipments, and you can use the cobots for transporting and checking, also for quality inspection. Also, we use this factory of the future. So then go to the next slide. So next one is machine control by Internet of Things. So each and every machine is controlled by Internet of Things. So we can control every machine with the Internet of Things. So you can control the machine with the help of Internet of Things. You can control each and every machine with the Internet of Things in the Industry 4.0 setup. Go to the next slide. So that's all about my presentation. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you so much, sir.
That was truly
Thank you,
insightful.
ma'am. Thank you. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Now, if participants have any, please drop them in the chat box and it will be addressed one by one.
If audience, if you have any questions, you can ask. You can unmute. You can ask, or you can post on the chat box.
Any questions are there?
Sally, you can give the what are things.
Sir, I wanted to ask a question to you.
Yeah.
Sir, so can you like briefly describe what is the future of IoT? Like what can be more inventions as per your knowledge?
Yeah. Actually, nowadays we are moving onto Internet of Things on many devices. Like in home automation, we can switch off and switch on the lights from remote, and we can use. You can stop and on the motor in your home from your office also. Okay, and in future, this Internet of Things aligned with artificial intelligence plays uh, plays vital roles in future. In future, it will be in all the sectors. Like nowadays, agricultural field also, this Internet of Things plays a major role. And in all industries, that Internet of Things will be implemented, and it will be easier also.
Okay,
Yeah.
so much.
Okay, ma'am.
I guess there are more questions. Thank you so much, sir, for your valuable information you shared today. It was real. I am sure that everyone enjoyed your session today, and we hope that
Okay.
you'll collaborate with us again in the future. Thank you so much for your hard work, sir. We really thank you so much.
Thank you.
Everyone is requested to please leave the meeting if your attendance is done. If not, attendance link is also available in the chat box. Thank you so much.
Great. Thank you all. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Venkateshan. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you all.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.